presenting, I'm recording. Okay. So, ang assign po sa akin ay article, sorry, kala ko kasi makaka-discuss tayo tonight eh. Article 1200, no, hanggang 1203. So, I'd like to run down na lang. So, dapat siguro yung video natin mga 1 minute lang per article, no? So, sorry. So Article 1200, no? Article 1200, the right of choice belongs to the debtor unless it has been expressly granted to the creditor. So the debtor shall have no right to choose those prestations which are impossible, unlawful, or which could not have been the object of the obligation. So basically, when I read the article, ang ibig niyang sabihin is, as a general rule, na kanino yung right of choice, no? Nasa debtor. So dun sa may obligation. Yun yung idea. So pero may by a way of exception, it may be exercised by the creditor but only when expressly granted to him or by a third person when the right is given to him by common agreement. So for example, si D, in-insure niya yung bahay niya dun sa isang insurance company which is R. So nag-usap sila na kapag nasira yung bahay, no, yung insurance company either bayaran yung damage or i-rebuild niya or i-reinstate niya yung bahay. So, dahil wala naman sinabi sa kontrata na sino yung may karapatan, no, na pumili dun sa dalawa na yon, ibig sabihin, it will fall on the debtor. So, ang debtor, yung may obligation is yung insurance company. So, sa kanya. Okay? Another example is, si S, sabi niya, magde-deliver daw siya ng either item 1 or item 2 kay B on November 10. Tapos, sabi niya pa na dapat nakapag-decide na siya kung item 1 or item 2 yung ibibigay niya on November 10, dapat nag-decide na siya on November 5. So, for example, kapag si S, no, yung may obligation na maghatid, nag-delay, nagpadali-dali siya sa kanyang desisyon, tapos hindi pwede, no, hindi pwedeng i-exercise ni creditor, ni B, yung right niya. Bakit? Kasi hindi expressly granted. So, ngayon naman, parang na-stalemate sila, di ba? Kasi ang usapan is November 5, nag-decide na si S, hindi nga siya nag-decide. Therefore, in this case, alternative, no, cannot be defeated by S by refusing to make a choice. So, therefore, the court in this case can give the right of choice to B. So, ito na yung sinasabi na third party, no? Okay, examples lang to. Examples. Okay. Okay, the right of choice of debtor is not absolute. Tatlo to. Number 1, yung debtor, hindi siya pwedeng pumili nung mga alternative or yung mga prestations niya which are impossible, unlawful, or which could not have been the object of the obligation. So, klaro naman yun. Number 2, the debtor has more right of choice when among the prestations whereby he is alternatively bound, only one is practicable. So, ibig sabihin, hindi na siya options. Wala nang options kasi isa lang naman yung practicable, diba? So, these are the right of choice of the debtor. So, wala na siyang pagpipilian kasi isa lang naman yung practical doon, yung practicable nga. So, hindi lang to limitation but a loss of the right of choice belong to the debtor. So, the obligation becomes simple. Pag sinabing simple, ibibigay ko sa'yo to, no? Yun ang obligation. One thing. Pero pag sinabi natin alternative, yung parang sa previous, sa previous articles, so sabi niya, kapag may options, no? Tapos isa lang doon yung practicable, it in effect becomes like the simple. Yung simple obligation siya. Okay? In this case, the right does not pass to the creditor, nor may it be exercised by anyone. Okay. The debtor cannot choose part of one prestation and part of another prestation. So for example, yung example kanina, yun eh. Sabi niya, sige, bibigyan kita ng, umutang ako sa'yo ng 20,000, so bibigyan kita ng either, no, na kotse, cellphone, laptop. Tapos biglang sabi mo, ano na lang, pwede yung kalahati na lang ng cellphone, 'di ba, yung parang, I don't know, something like that. Pero sasabihin mo na, puwedeng kalahati na lang nito, tapos kalahati na lang nito. So, ang mangyayari do'n is magiging co-ownership pa kayo, 'di ba? Kasi magiging part pa siya ng ownership ng mga bagay na ibibigay mo. So, Article 1201, the choice shall produce no effect except from the time it has been communicated. So, ito yung idea na, idea kasi ito ng options, 'no, of how you are going to pay your obligation. So, once na na-communicate mo siya, that's called the notice, 'no? The notice of choice, for example, the communication of notice that the choice has been made. So the effect of the notice is that until choice is made and communicated, the obligation remains alternative. So may pagpipilian ka pa. Pero once na nagbigay na siya ng notice, ibig sabihin, done. Okay? The obligation ceases to be alternative and becomes simple. Such choice, once properly made and communicated, is irrevocable and cannot therefore be renounced. Where the choice has been expressly given to the creditor, such choice shall likewise produce legal effects upon being communicated to the debtor. So, um, ibig sabihin, for me, ang mahalaga dito sa 1201 ay yung proof. Okay, yung proof and form of notice. So, the burden of proving is dapat kung sino yung nagbigay ng choice. Siya dapat ang magpatunay nun. So, the law does not require any particular form regarding the giving of notice. It may therefore be orally or in writing, expressly or implied. Okay? Okay, so may example na naman siya dyan. 1202 naman, the debtor shall lose the right of choice when among the prestations whereby he is alternatively bound, only one is practicable. So, coming from the previous article, ito na yung sinasabi natin na, 'di ba, may options ka nga, pero dun sa, let's say, tatlong options mo, like, yun nga, yung going to the moon, going to Antarctica, gano'n. Tapos yung isa is, let's say, a mobile phone. So, isa lang yung practicable dun, which is yung mobile phone. So, ibig sabihin, it becomes a simple one. Kasi obvious naman, di ba? Obvious naman na isa lang yung practicable. So, therefore, hindi na siya alternative prestations, kundi isa na lang siya. Kasi isa lang yung practical. Article 1203 naman, if through the creditor's acts the debtor cannot make a choice according to the terms of the obligation, the latter, so yung debtor, may rescind the contract with damages. So, when debtor may rescind contract, rescission creates the obligation to return the things which were the object of the contract, together with their fruits and the price with interest. So, it is the very nature of an alternative obligation that the debtor can make his choice without the consent of the creditor. So, the right yung right nga, 'di ba, ano siya, by rule, nasa debtor siya. So, yung right then to rescind the contract, so ipawalang bisa yung contract, 'no? Kapag kasalanan ng creditor, 'no, hindi siya makagawa ng choice, so the debtor, however, is not bound to rescind. So, hindi niya or hindi necessary na mag-o-option siya na ipawalang bisa yung contract, no? So, for example, ito yung example niya. Inimagine ko to sa self ko para gets ko. So, for example, ako, humiram ako ng 20,000 kay Jodine. So nag-agree kami ni Jodine na pwede ako magbayaran ko yung 20,000 na yon either by cellphone, by laptop, no? Or by TV, no? So, if through the fault of C, item 1 is destroyed. So, for example, kasalanan ni Jodine na nasira yung cellphone, for example, no? Ako, pwede kong iwalang bisa yung usapan namin, no? So, in the case of rescission, so pag iwawalang bisa na natin yung contract, yung 20,000 dapat ibalik ko kay Jodine, no? Kasama ng interest. Tapos si Jodine naman, in turn, dapat bayaran niya ako dun sa value ng item. Okay? Plus damages nung cellphone. So, on the other hand, may isa pang option. Instead na ipawalang bisa ko yung contract, puwede kong piliin, 'no? Puwede kong piliin na, sige sabi ko, ano na lang, babayaran ko yung 20,000 not in cash, yung ano na lang, ibibigay ko na lang yung laptop. But you have to give me back the cellphone and pay for the damages of the cellphone, 'no? So, kapag pinili ko naman yung cellphone na sira, 'no, wala na yun. Wala ng obligations. Okay? Wala ng obligations kasi nasira na niya. So, 'di ba? Umutang ako sa kanya, tapos sabi ko, "Bayaran kita ng phone." Eh, nasira nga at kasalanan nung inutangan ko. So therefore, hindi na siya liable for damages, 'no? Ta's ako, hindi na rin ako magbabayad ng 20,000 kasi nga nasira niya yung cellphone naman. So, yun lang po.
Ma'am, good evening.
Uy, akala ko ano, ako lang, ni-record ko kasi. Oo. Oh,
Ay,
ni-record ko ba? Oh, stop recording.